Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while, but I wanted to do a 12-month review of the L405 Range Rover we've got, but I thought it was best to get my wife's version of it, because she drives it 90% of the time, and even though I own it, I don't get to drive it. I drive her little car, so it'd be better to have her version of it. So we've had this, like, all right, I'm not gonna lie, we've had it way over a year now, but it's just the way life gets in the way, doesn't it? So we'll give you a little review of what we think of it. So Susie, what do you think of it?
I love it. No, I do. Obviously I have it more because I have the children more, but I just don't know, I love the feel of it. It's nice and fast, it's great for the family, kids love it. It's good when you go on holiday, it fits everything in, fits the pram in, fits your shopping in. They're the main things for me. This
year we've towed it a few times, haven't we?
Yeah,
with the caravan, haven't we?
Yeah.
So Sue's mum's got a Tourer caravan, about 7.5 metres long, big one, and this tows it great, and it really feels really nice when it's towing.
Doesn't even feel like you got the
caravan. And with it having the electronic deployable tow bar, it's so nice, you know what I mean, that the tow bar's not on show all the time, and you haven't got to struggle to put it back in and stuff. So just make things like that, make it easy. Currently, what miles per gallon do we get? We usually get about 450, do we?
You're asking,
460.
I don't have a clue.
Usually get about 450, 460 to a tank's worth of juice. All we ever do is tank it, and we put super diesel in. All I've ever ran is super diesel on these big trucks, especially with the DPFs, because I'm not going to deal. Potholes and
can't go anywhere
in the UK, mate, are horrendous, aren't they? Even in this luxury vehicle. So yeah, we get about, I think, what's it saying it's doing average now? Let me just flick through it, Susie. 24 miles per gallon, and that's with a girl driving with a heavy foot. And
I've literally just got in it, so it'll probably go down.
Yeah, and that's a 4.4 twin turbo V8 diesel Range Rover. This is the SD V8. We absolutely love it. We've only ever had one issue with it in this year of having it. One issue, and that issue didn't leave us stranded at the side of the road. No. So let's tell you the little story about that issue. So a few weeks back, we were towing the caravan, and we were coming back from Wrexham, and I came onto a bypass piece, and this car tried to undertake me, so I just buried the throttle.
And he forgot he had a caravan on the back. Literally
buried the throttle, and at one point we were into three figures, you know what I mean, with the caravan on the back, but this thing just pulls it flying. The car couldn't undercut us, so it was win-win, wasn't it? You know what I mean? We beat the race, shall we say, we won the race. But
not that you're competitive, John?
Not competitive at all. But anyway, by the time we got home, the car wasn't acting up or anything, but we were literally about 500 yards away from my house, and the car came up with a fault on the screen. We didn't lose any performance or anything, but it was saying restricted performance on the screen. So we nursed it at home. We went and dropped the caravan off. Didn't really think much of it. The next day I got my friend to come and plug it in for us, because the car was holding the fault even though you were switching it off and switching it on. Alright, okay, take it easy. Susie's currently driving it.
This is just how I drive.
Starting to make me feel a bit sick. So anyway, yeah, getting back to our story. So, got me mate Stu. He's got a snap-on Solace unit, quite a good unit. It's a generic unit that does most cars, and that was coming up with restricted performance. So restricted performance, it wasn't actually holding any faults, it was just showing it. So we had a quick look on the live readings with the car running, and the map sensor in the inlet manifold wasn't showing a reading at all. It was solid, dead, totally dead. So we unplugged it with the engine running, and it was still showing that it was dead, and then we plugged it back in, and it was still showing that it was dead. So it looked like it was the map sensor. So £140 later, I ordered one from Chester Land Rover. Went and picked it up, put it straight in, and that was it, no problems. You could get one off the internet for about £100, but I weren't chancing it. And I did try and get a cheaper version. It had a Ford part number on it, and I've got a friend who works for Ford, so I tried to get it from Ford, but it was like a different orientation, the way it bolted onto the inlet manifold, the Ford, like using the Ford part number. So we didn't buy it from Ford, so we bought it from Land Rover, 140 quid, and that cured our fault. And that's the only issue we've ever had, have we? You know what I mean? We've had to put a full set of tyres on it. They're expensive, but, 22 inch, 22-inch tyres are expensive, aren't we? But we know at least it's right.
Especially when we've got kids in it.
So yeah, especially with having the kids in it. But yeah, you absolutely love it, don't you?
Love it. It's a great family car.
Not had any other issues with it, have we?
Nope. No.
And everyone says about reliability issues, don't they, and stuff with Land Rover, but I think it's all down to people.
You've looked after it though, yeah, you get serviced.
I think it's all down to people buying them and not having the money to look after them, you know what I mean? Like, I tend to get the oil change on this every 5,000 miles, only because these suffer from oil dilution, especially with short journeys. So the car tries to do a regen, it puts a bit more diesel into the injector cycle to try and clean the DPF out, and then it doesn't actually do the regen because you're doing a small journeys, you know what I mean?
That's why I got the Mini though, isn't it?
Well, that's why we've got the little Cooper S, the little grey Cooper S I've got. We got that for the small journey run around as a daily, like. But yeah, so like that's the only issue we have is really the map centre, isn't it? That's the only issue we've had since we've owned it for 12 months. But I absolutely love it, yeah.
As well, isn't it?
Tax, I pay monthly. I pay the tax monthly. That's about £55 a month. It is on the big tax band because this is a 2014 model, so it's before the stop start. If you buy one 2015 onwards, you get the facelift and you'll get the stop start button, which will bring it into new lays, London, where you can drive around London and all that, and it brings the tax lower. I think the tax is around £400. Let's get on to the elephant. I bet you're all asking and all wanting to want this question answered. Car insurance. So I will own up, car insurance did go up. It actually went up extreme amount. It doubled in price. I was originally paying around £680 to insure this with me and my wife Susie on it. We're under 40 years old, aren't we? We're both under 40 years old.
Yeah.
We've both been driving 10 plus years. We've both got maxed out, no claims. But I could not get it any cheaper than the company I was with. When they gave me my renewal, I was like, what the heck? Why has this gone up so expensive? So I rang them.
Everyone's has
So I rang them and they said every car insurance has gone up expensive, but I know that the Land Rovers have gone up expensive more, you know what I mean? I've heard stories about different people buying Defenders new and they're not being able to insure them. So yeah, the car insurance did double, and that is a bit of a boo-boo, but we love the car and there's nothing out there for the same sort of money that I'd buy. Literally nothing out there. If I was going to change it, so I'd probably change it just for the facelift version of the same shape. That's about it.
But is it worth it?
But it's not worth it because the mileage on this, we've only got done, I think we're on about 42,000 or something like that. Just flicking through this. Yeah, just literally just under 42,000 miles. So what's the point in changing? There's no point in changing it, is it? We love it. I do need to get the wheels refurbed, but I'll get that done.
That was not me before he tries to blame me.
I'll get that done.
They were already like that.
Yeah, I'll get that done in the future. To be fair, I should have got them done when I first bought it. I should have got Andy, the salesman who had bought the car off, to get them done where his garage was. But I was in a rush to want the car and I wanted the car straight away, so I never got them done. But I should have got them done because I've just not got round to getting them done again. Oh yeah. So guys, I'd say within the year, we're talking about £800 worth of tyres it's cost me. £170 to get it serviced. That was an oil and filter, and the air filter's done from Ian Barclays. I use a local specialist called Ian Barclays, and he can put all the servicing on the internet. So all these Land Rovers, you don't have a service book. It doesn't go on the key. It goes on the internet. So you have to be able to put it on the internet. You can go on a Land Rover website, type in the chassis number of the car, the registration plate, and it shows you all the servicing. And Ian Barclay can do all that. So we got that done, and then £140 odd for the map centre it's cost me this year. So win-win, isn't it?
But then that probably wouldn't have happened if you weren't in the caravan. So
well, I wouldn't say that, but it's one of them. It happens. Or the problem with these is because of the EGR valves are recircling the exhaust gas coming out. You're always going to get carbon buildup, and the map centre stopped working because it had carbon buildup inside it. I could have tried cleaning it, but what's the point of trying to clean it and then maybe having an issue further along it? I just thought for £140 I'll put a new sensor on it. So guys, I hope that's a nice little should we say what? A little eye opener. We've had it a little over a year now, haven't we? We both love it.
Little overview.
I thought it would be better to have your view of driving it, Susie, because she uses it more than me. And I hope you've enjoyed the video, and we'll see you on the next one. If you've got any questions, write them in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Do you want to say bye, Susie?
Bye everyone!
Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Bye bye.
All you roaches, please like and subscribe.